do this for my J Quiet niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's rough out here in the dead end. But it's like this here. They make it hard on a nigga cause my skin nigga the same.
Good evening, everybody. It's your man PSTOCK. This is iHipHopTV one-on-one. You know, we have a great show lined up. Great artists. I love it. You know, we're getting real musicians coming through. You know, that have great music. You gotta check her out. You don't want to miss this. So you definitely want to, stay tuned for this. This is gonna be a good one. And then a big shout out to Dark Diva 70. Happy birthday. Out there doing your thing, making it happen. Another great look. Big shout out to Aladdin 19. Always on the look. Definitely follow at Aladdin 19. You follow Aladdin, you'll know what's going on with iHipHop for sure. You definitely want to check out iHipHopTV.com. Go over there, check it out. Check out Sassy Jeans, everything going down over there. Check out Hood Idol, our boy, the Backwood Ambassador, Lex Luger, in the place to be. So a lot's going on. Big shout out to JP Jones, Grandmaster of the Gulf Coast for us out there, iHipHop TV South. Big shout out to him making it happen. And definitely follow iHipHop TV on YouTube. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, set the alert button, because this has been a busy week. There's a lot of great artists out there. There's a lot of them coming to the table, and I love it. This is the way it should be, and the night is a real treat. A special lady. Well, y'all gonna love this one. Okay, let's check it out. This is NESSA Dove. Check her out.
Song I wrote called Light It Up, and that's about just seizing the moment and living life to the fullest. So let's light it up.
NESSA Dove, everybody. Say what's up to the viewers, NESSA Dove, boy.
What's up?
Hey, you're incredible with that guitar. I love that. That right there, that's huge, as a female that's throwing down on that guitar. And we'll get into who I hear in you when you be playing. It's huge. You've got it down. But let the viewers know where you're from and how long you've been singing and playing the guitar, doing music.
Intro. I love the guitar. My parents are from East Africa. My mom's from Kenya. My dad's from Uganda and Rwanda. I was born and raised in Canada. I've been living in the U.S. for a long time now. I was doing music in New York. And yeah, I've been doing music for as long as I don't want to say as long as I could have been walking, but I remember when I was like 6 years old, like putting little shows on for family and just playing my little toy guitar at the time and singing. And so as long as I can remember, I've just been very passionate about music. I love music.
Wow, that's big.
And
go ahead. Your
yeah.
background, with all your background, was there any other musicians? Your father, your mother, they did music as well?
My dad actually, so when we were young, when we were kids, one thing that sticks out to me as a memory, my fascination, I guess, with the guitar. I've always been drawn to music. But I remember when we were kids, when it was some special occasion, like it was a birthday, actually mainly just birthdays. That's the one occasion I remember every birthday. My dad would like bring out his acoustic guitar. Like I wouldn't really see him playing any other time other than a birthday. And then he'd play like the happy birthday song and that was just always special. And I remember being like, I like that instrument. That's a cool instrument. But before I actually ended up getting a real guitar on my own, I kind of dabbled through keyboard, and I was really fascinated by drums. But I always was pulled back to the guitar,
Okay.
and having that memory growing up of my dad playing, and then I was like, I wanna play guitar, and I wanna actually then was like, I wanna play electric. um, but yeah, so I would say my family background, my mom also just loves music, so there was always music in the house. Dad would play the guitar for birthdays, and I think it was always in me to just gravitate towards music.
Right, right. That's huge, and to play that many instruments, that makes me happy. I come from a musical family as well. I played instruments and everything, so yeah, I understand that. And what first got you into when you decided, hey, I'm going to make this my career? I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to take it on full head. What got you into it to go hard?
Yeah, it was a difficult decision. Not that I wasn't sure about it. It was just that, like, growing up, I would do the talent shows. I would play music thinking, oh, I want to be a singer. This is what I want to do. But growing up also in an African
Yes.
household, and with that kind of traditional background, academics is hugely, hugely valued.
Right.
And, I was someone who, I did well in school most of the time. And so it was kind of like a hard thing where I was just like, I like, I like academics also, but I love music. And at some point I have to really put everything into what I really want to do.
Right.
Um, and so making that decision was kind of like, it was a little bit hard where I was like, I'm putting everything into this. This is my passion. I don't care. I don't care so much about having plan A, plan B, plan A, plan B, plan C. I just want to do what I want my life to be about, which is
Music,
music.
yeah, and that's huge right there. And I see it in your music and your songs. Listening. The Light It Up song as well as Stay Strong. I mean, you got in Sugar Sugar. That we'll play the video here a little bit later. You have a lot of great stuff, and your unplugged that you did. I mean, that's great. So, do people tell you sound like a particular guitarist when you play? And is there any particular guitar player that you kind of listen to a lot and emulated, and said, I think I can get this. I think I can get this, you know?
That's interesting. So I thought you were going to say, is there any artist people tell me I sound like, which I was going to say, that's always been a hard one for me
Yes.
because I feel like I pull from, from so many different inspirations. But when you say guitarist, it's interesting because growing up, I had this kind of a little backstory. Like I had always just grown up, I grew up in Canada. I was born and
Uh-huh.
raised in Canada. Popular at the time, a lot of pop, a lot of, R&B,
Right.
pop, whatever was like cool at the time. And then later on, my mom had a Jimi Hendrix CD and I listened to that and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I just felt like it came very natural to me to play in a bluesy way. Like, Hendrix music and his style playing guitar. I love Prince and how he like blends different things to make his own sound. So I've been told, oh, you remind me of, Jimmy, or you remind me of Prince. Some of my little stylistic things
Right.
of the way I play. But yeah, I would say I'm inspired by them. I'm inspired by a lot of different guitarists. John Mayer, who was also inspired by Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
There's so many talented guitar players. Eric Johnson, Eric Gales. Yeah, but I would say the two main would be Jimi Hendrix and Prince.
Jimi
Um,
Hendrix and Prince. Yeah, I figured I kind of picked that up and heard that and seen that too. But when you play sometimes, when you think of Hendrix, a lot of people think of Hendrix, but I heard a hint of Eddie Hazel in there. You know about Eddie Hazel? I mean, yeah, I just heard some of it. I'm like, dang, that sounds like I didn't think Hendrix first. I thought Eddie Hazel.
cool.
Coming in. So that's pretty big. Are you familiar with Eddie Hazel?
The name, you know what? I'm sure Um, I'm sure after I Google, I'll be like, oh yes, of course. But right now, I'm not.
Right. Well, he's from the Parliament Funkadelic
Oh,
clique,
okay,
George
yeah.
Clinton. You know, if you go back, he's one of the greatest guitar players out there too. He just doesn't get as much, publicity as a lot of other great guitars that you mentioned. But Prince and your performance, I see it. And your sound is unique. Like, who do people say you sound like? Do they? Because when people start saying, I mean, I don't know. You're a musician, and I would say the sound I was getting was it was like a mixed vibe, but I wasn't. It wasn't no guy singer. I wasn't thinking of in terms of that. You know what I mean? It was more like I'm trying to think of her name. That she was a lead singer of a group that played. Oh, I can't think of her name. That's gone. It'll come to me though. But yeah, it's just so great. You have that sound. So who do people tell you most, or who do you think?
Yeah, I mean that's so cool when you say Eddie Hazel, and I'm gonna go look up more of his music because I have been told, and I've been kind of people have been telling me you should get into funk, more like funk playing, and that is an area I want to dive deeper into. I learned some Nile Rodgers covers the
Right,
other day, but I know a lot of these guys influenced the people that I listen to, so I probably hear their stuff through
right,
them,
right.
Um, but yeah, that's just guitar wise. But I guess singing wise, I've been told I remind people of
Lauren
Lauryn
Hill,
Hill.
yep, yep.
Um, Lauryn Hill singing wise, and also interesting. Some people have said that my vocals remind them a little bit of Mary J. Blige's
Okay.
vocals. So it's a mix, it's a blend. I'm just like, who do you think it is? I don't know. I really don't project out like who I
Right,
think I
right,
sound
right.
like. I know what I mean? Like, I love great artists and I pull inspiration from everywhere and it kind of comes out as me. And I hope that, whoever people say I sound like, if it's an inspirational person, I'm like, dope. If they're good, I'm like,
Right,
dope.
right, and that's huge, and we appreciate that. So, what do you? How would you describe the music that you typically like to create? Or what goes into, certain songs like that you create out of your own heart, your own content.
Yeah. I like to have guitar in there. I'll like to just kind of, usually when I'm writing like a song, I'll start with the music part of it
Mm-hmm.
first, the guitar, the melody, the chords, maybe a little lick or something. And then from there, I'll have a mood of what do I want to talk about? Or I might even have already thought of like kind of the vibe of what I want to
Mm-hmm.
talk
Mm-hmm.
about. And then from there, I'll just like, I'll come up with usually the melody of even the vocal before the lyrics. The lyrics is usually the
Right,
last thing, to fit the mood and what I want to say. I'll find a way to fit the lyrics
right.
into that. Um, but yeah, so when I'm creating a song, it's usually pulling from different elements. I love all the current music too. Like I love hip hop, I love pop, I love R&B. Like I love the best of every genre almost.
Right.
And so I would say like when I'm thinking of making a song, I'm thinking of the musical element. I love great melodies, so I usually like a nice melody. I'm thinking of being able to, if I'm playing it live, like being able to do a nice melody or like a guitar
Mm-hmm.
part to it. Um, and I'll usually add that on the recording too, and then just yeah, and then just kind of putting it into some type of a package. And I just really recently started working with like other producers and trying to have that cohesive, like my other ideas, like maybe, the melody, whatever, and then making it into something that's like, has a good beat to it. Um, so it's usually a blend of all those things. And I would say the sound ends up like a pop alternative with a bluesy flair to it. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, that's huge, and you can hear that in the way in some of your performances in your live performance. You get out there and you let it go, and that is huge. Is there anyone out there that you would like to collaborate with that you think you can make them better, or you just work well together? Is there anyone out there you ever considered that?
Good question. Yeah, unfortunately, the people, I always thought, oh man, I used to think about performing live with Prince, and I thought that would be so fun. So, bless Prince, and I'm gonna continue to be inspired by his music, but
Yes.
that won't happen.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, but currently, like, there's a lot of really talented artists. I actually really like collaborating with hip hop artists when it comes to guitar. Like, I find it really fun.
Yes.
You know, they'll hire me sometimes to do like guitar work on tracks.
Yes.
I'm gonna also be some loops, like some guitar sample packs, and giving that to different producers who produce me. And the live shows are the most fun. Like, I love doing live shows where I'm playing guitar for with a hip hop artist.
Right.
So there's a lot of great acts right now. As far as my music, it would be super dope to collaborate with Alicia Keys. Huge respect for her. She's amazing. She's been in the game for a while, and she plays the piano. So I feel like a piano guitar duo.
Yeah, duo would be hot. Yeah.
Would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be cool. John Mayer would be cool. Yeah, there's a lot of artists I'd love to work with, but I think those would be like my top right now. Kanye West, I think would be cool.
Yeah.
Like, to have him like produce something dope would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be a nice collab. You never know.
Yeah.
It could be around the corner.
Actually, true. And one more, actually, Drake, and he's a hip hop act, and I love how he's also from Canada.
Yeah.
And I really love how he kind of he at first he kind of introduced some new elements into the game, and I respect him for that. And I feel like a cool collab with him would be amazing too.
Yeah, that would be.
Song I wrote called Light It Up, and that's about just seizing the moment and living life to the fullest. So let's light it up.
Hey, yo, what's shaking, man? It's the KID, the Kid Capri, man. Shout out to PSTOCK and Aladdin 19, man. Check out iHipHopTV.com on YouTube and iHipHopTV Talk Show live on iFreedom TV International. All right, block party action, the Kid Capri on Sirius XM Fly every Saturday and Sunday, shaking it up. All right, you know what it is, man. Hey, yo, y'all do y'all thing, PSTOCK and Aladdin.
And we're back with NESSA Dove. Now, we were just talking about, the pandemic, and go ahead and finish letting us know how that really impacted you, to move back to Maryland.
Right. So the pandemic happened, and, I was in Maryland, and I just had thought, okay, I'm going back to New York for the spring and the summer. I'll be doing all these live shows hopefully booking a mini tour. But all those plans were canceled, obviously. But it actually shifted me into a very positive time for me personally, for music and just being really super productive. I finally, I put together a little home studio. I started recording my own vocals, and I really dove into like creating and producing content. Also, I tapped into just the energy of everything that was going on. I mean, like COVID was just, it hit everyone, it smacked everyone upside their face, and it just was blindsiding.
Yes.
I don't think like it affected everyone in some way. But I felt very blessed just to be, to be healthy and to be able
Keep
to be
going.
okay.
Yeah.
So I tried to tap into the emotion, and then this song came out of the pandemic, which I felt inspired to do. So that was the Stay Strong song. I ended up collaborating with a few other artists, and then organically that turned into a movement that I had started around that same time, which was around April.
Right.
Called Stay Strong movement. So for me personally, like I feel like COVID was blindsiding.
Yes.
It was annoying at first to think that like, wow, now what? But it definitely pivoted into something very positive for me personally and on my music journey, where I was like, okay, I have this time now. Let me put out content. Let me try to build my online presence, and let me try to give back, like in the way that I can with music and with what I'm good at, what I love, what I'm passionate about.
Right. And that's huge. And that's huge for that under COVID, and that is here. So I guess in the process of all of that, I guess you can say that you had went ahead and started to get more into the internet, rely more on the internet before, or were you already doing a lot of stuff on the internet prior to COVID?
Yeah, I was already on the internet, but I've never been very like super active. Like I've never been one of those people who are naturally like always on social media. It's not like very natural for me.
Right.
But COVID definitely had me looking at even some of my peers who are now like just really growing their fan bases, having an outlet, having a money system coming, they're earning income from it. And so yeah, it helped me to just tap in more to all the possibilities online, and to just use this platform, use all the platforms that are available to connect with people. Yeah, and the cool thing is like with digital outlets, you can connect with people all over the world. It's not just like, you're going to a concert and it's only those people in front of you. So I'm trying to do more of that. I'm trying to really tap in more and use the digital space more.
Right. And that's big to go along with it, especially with what you do. And I think I was looking, so you teach guitar lessons, you give guitar lessons, rather, I should say. I see that in there. That's good. How's that going along right now? It's harder now with COVID as well, but you can do a lot of FaceTime.
Right. I feel like now it's a lot more normal for people to do lessons and things over Skype or over FaceTime or over Zoom.
Yeah.
Or people were like, it was a little bit weird. They're like, I want to be there physically with the guitar teacher. But now there's definitely, a lot of people do lessons that way. I can't say that I've done a lot of lessons actually throughout this whole pandemic period. I have done some videos teaching some things on guitar, but I'm open to, if anyone asks me or DMs me and they want to do lessons, I'm available for that.
So you're open. Yeah. So that's big. And down there in that part of Maryland, music is still big in high schools and everything. They still have the bands and everything, as well as in the whole DMV, as such, in other places, as we spoke about earlier, regarding for that. So it's good, you're giving lessons and you're keeping that music alive, so that is good. Keep passing it on, as they say. Passing it right on. So I know go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. What was you going to say?
No, I'm saying I'm passing it on, but also still learning. I feel like I am continuously wanting to learn also from other teachers and other, and online, there's so much you can learn online. Like some teachers actually just have like a whole lesson plan online. You can go from one lesson to the next,
Yes.
So that's another way, I might be able to connect with people who want to learn from what I know, is just making videos maybe and putting them online. Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. That is big, to take it there, take it to that level. I should commend you for that. Keep that going strong, as well as doing that great music that you're putting out there, so that's good. So let us know what's next for Nessa Dove. What's happening? It's 2021. It's a new year. Everything's going in COVID. Hopefully is on a decline. It don't seem like it, but hopefully it is, and you can get out there. But what's next for Nessa Dove?
Yes. So I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful about this year. I am hopeful, and I'm praying that this COVID business just, the vaccines or whatever it is, just it's behind us. And I miss concerts. I miss playing live. But for me, like, I'm so in this. Like, I'm just getting deeper and deeper into this music. Like, I love music, so I'm gonna be creating more collaborations. Definitely, as soon as we're out there and perform live, I want to do as much of that as possible. So you'll be seeing a lot. I'm going to be creating a lot of content, and hopefully as soon as possible, just out there performing.
Right. That's big. And we definitely going to start. We got you on the follow. We got you locked in. You'll see iHipHop in there. So we on you, and we're going to definitely stay in touch and stay on point. With you, because I like it. You got real music. Last night we had a great one. And go subscribe on iHipHopTV YouTube. I'm talking to the viewers though, not you. And check out Josh Waters' interview, which last night that was a big one, because here's a young black, African American male going in that R&B lane that's been vacant for so long, and I think is a legitimate contender to make it in there. You got the right team around them, the right people. So we'll see with that. And then with you coming back with the real music, yeah, we're definitely have you locked in, and definitely going to be keeping people posted. Let us know and keep people posted. Always drop back in, do something new, come in and holler at us. You might want to come through and do a release of a new single or something, new video. Come on through, holler, let the people know. We definitely, that's what we're here for. That's what we established this platform for, to bring you into that lane. So, we definitely appreciate that and everything that you're doing, to come in and come in and visit, and what you're doing in the music, which is great, so we definitely want to keep you in the mix for all of that down the line, and let's keep pushing. So is there anyone you want to shout out? Give somebody any shout outs you want to give out there?
Yes, I want to first thank you. Thank you for everything that you said. Thank you for providing this platform. Dark Diva reached out to me on Instagram and was very, supportive on there. And I know she's reaching out to a lot of independent artists. So I think it's really dope what you guys are doing. And I hope that you guys continue to grow and continue to just give artists a platform to share what we. Other than that, I just want to shout out God. I just want to shout out God, and I just want to say, I hope He brings the right people into my life and puts me in front of the right people, and to just put out music into the world and put out, good energy, because we all need it right now.
Yes, that's right. You are telling the truth. We do need that right now. We do need it. But yeah, definitely thanks for coming through. We appreciate it, and we don't look at. We got you, Nessa Dove, everybody. Nessa Dove.
Save 5% with keyword iHeart. You're listening to
I'm Not a Loser!
Deacon Live. Deacon Live.
Of course.
Deacon Live presents to you 2K Kent and their latest song, On That Chick. Follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and see their new Apple commercial on iHipHopTV.com.
I pull up
phantom. Flossing is part of the anthem. Just move your body, you gon' make me cop a new Bugatti. Ride with me like Dre Chick. I take you to the Bay Chick, to the city, right across the Bay Bridge. Kick it with me, I'll show you how we stay rich. Sipping on that excellence convo. After that, we straight to the condo. 2K, the head honcho. She wanna get with me cause I'm so that dude, so hood. I give it to her, it's so good. On top of that, bigger stacks, a boomerang, go get it, bring it right back. She bad.
Oh, definitely. You can definitely check me out on iHipHopTV. Mm-hmm. Definitely to iHipHopTV.com. You can check my Instagram, 2K_Kent official, 2K Kent TV for YouTube. And yeah, that's where everything is at right there. Or and 2K Kent on Twitter, 2K_Kent. Yeah, on Twitter. So we pretty much put everything there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, it's me, Lunell, the original bad girl of comedy. I just want you to know that my friend Young Nas has got the Heater album out right now. I want you to go and download the album High Risk. And I love this song, Vibes, featuring my man from Oakland, like me, the legendary Mr. Lenny Williams. So go on and download that right now. And get swerve on, get your groove on. Yeah, Young Nas got it going on. Oh yeah, Vibes featuring Lenny Williams on Young Nas' new album, Ain't No Fun. Do they still make albums? Oh shit, I'm old. Well, download that shit. Stream that shit, upload it, download it, whatever the fuck you gotta do. But get it right now, cause it's that fire. Hey.
Hey everybody, we're back. This is PSTOCK. NESSA Dove, unbelievable. You know, she got that Prince, Jimi Hendrix, Eddie Hazel sound with guitar, with the riffs. She's making it happen in the music, and she loves working with hip hop artists. So hey, check her out. Hit her up. If you need a riff or something in your track, you need that guitarist, there she is. Hit her up at NESSA Dove. Hit her up. Check her out. You know, and hey, I am PSTOCK. This is another great episode of iHipHopTV One-on-One. Definitely go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, set the alert button so you'll be alerted once we drop one of these great shows that we're putting out. Definitely look for us in February to be back on Saturdays on iFreedom TV Network, you know, with Dr. Richard, iFreedom TV family over there, human rights, you know, loud human rights, making it happen. Let's go. Let's go. And definitely a big shout out to 2K Kent, Top Billing Entertainment, NASCAR NAS, you know, NASCAR Entertainment, Young NAZ in the place. Check out that High Risk. It's banging. And definitely check out Aladdin19 at Aladdin19. You want to follow us there. Make sure you do. You find out what's popping on iHipHopTV. And Dark Diva, everybody loves you. Let's go. These artists is coming through. I like it. I like it. Let's make that happen. You know, happy birthday. You out there celebrating. You know, be good, be safe. You know, let's get it. Let's get it. Definitely a big shout out to the South Crew, Lex Luger, Backwood Ambassador, JP Jones, iHipHopTV South. You know, everything is everything. Making it go. That's what we do. You know, check us out. Subscribe. I'm PSTOCK. Peace.
Hey, yo, what's shaky, man? It's the KID, the Kid Capri, man. Shout out to PSTOCK and Aladdin 19, man. Check out iHipHopTV.com on YouTube and iHipHopTV Talk Show live on iFreedom TV International. All right, Block Party Action, the Kid Capri on Sirius XM Fly every Saturday and Sunday, shaking it up. All right, you know what it is, man. Hey, yo, y'all do y'all thing, PSTOCK and Aladdin.
You got me lifted, shifted higher than the ceiling. Ooh, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, how you get so fly? Sugar, how you get so fly? You know it's leather when we ride. We're flying raw high, doing what we do, watching screens, getting high. Girl, you keep it so fly with your sweet honey bun. You was there when the money gone, you'll be there when the money comes. Off top, I can't lie, I like to get thrown. You're my little sugar, I'm your little chulo. And every time we kick it, it's off to the groove. It treat you like my sicky icky or my sweet ooey gooey. You got me lifted, shifted higher than the ceiling. Ooh, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, how you get so fly? You know it's leather when we ride, flying raw high, doing what we do, watching screens, getting high. Boy, you keep it so fly with your sweet honey buns. You was there when the money gone, you'll be there when the money comes. Off top, I can't lie, I like to get thrown. You're my little sugar, I'm your little chulo. And every time we kick it, it's off to the groove. It treat you like my sicky icky or my sweet ooey gooey.
We fly high, the sky. Young legends we ride. Ride till we die. Touch us in the sky when we ride. When we ride, we ride into the sky. Riding when we ride. When we ride, feel these vibes, feel these vibes. Waiting for the keys to my city. I done jumped up in this life and started living. Once I learned how to get it, I keep it. Had to do it the right way. Eyes on a vision. Every year's a gray year. Now we live at level up. Now we going up. Telling me I'm up now. No, we don't wanna run. Now we wanna chill. Ride high, west side.
سلام به همگی. من سعید فارسی هستم، عضو کوچکی از خانواده بزرگ هیپ هاپ. متاسفانه تو ایران ما تو شرایط خیلی 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 سختی کار میکنیم بدون هیچ حمایتی. میخواستم بگم کارهای منو میتونید از سایت های معتبر گوگل، یوتیوب، آپارات و چنل پرونو گوش بدید و دانلود کنید. اما من دعوت شدم به یه صفحه جهانی از سمت مدمانی میلیشیا گلوبال RELOCATING و پخش زنده خواهیم داشت در شبکه جهانی iHipHopTV به میزبانی PSTOCK. خواهش میکنم هیپ هاپ فارسی رو حمایت کنید. هیپ هاپ حد و مرز نداره. هیپ هاپی همه جای دنیا هیپ هاپ.
Ninja.
محو پای دافیان من حال میکنم با تحصیگارم، التماس به شاکیان من مست و پاره در دیوارم. کل دنیا تخممه، گرده گرده برمیگرده به خودت میزنه کسنه. حالا تو 100 تا بزن دیگه من پختمش، جلوم خوردمش ادویه‌شم شهرتش. میبینی دروغی بود میزنی گذری دود، جون میزنم گذری توت. رفتاراتم فیکم با خلافم گنده نمیشی، فرجه نمیدی توهم، سر تا سرت تزلزل میکنم همش قفل من تو فاز تبسم. قصه خار تفکر به پشت وانت شرم شد، جفامم قلم شد، مینویسم واقعی فارسی رام قلم شد. پادشاه شرم خب